I mean, to be honest, we bought into the hype of LaVar Ball and the Ball family. We bought into that. There's nobody's fault but ours. We created this monster. We allowed this to happen. You see, as long as LaVar Ball opens his mouth, right, you have a choice. Either you put a microphone and a camera in front of his face so that what he has to say is broadcasted around America and around the world, or he talks to himself, basically. So if it wasn't for the mainstream media, LaVar Ball would not be a household name. Lonzo Ball most likely wouldn't be drafted number 2, because let's be honest, he was talked up to number 2 because of LaVar Ball, his father. Lonzo was talked up to the number 2 draft pick to be for the Lakers. You know, LaVar is the ultimate salesman, and I've been giving him credit for that since day one. I've always been an advocate of LaVar Ball and the Ball family because of him breaking the mold of being his own independent entity when it comes to clothing and footwear apparel. Not going with the traditional route of going with Nike, Under Armour, Reebok, Adidas. He decided to branch off into his own lane by creating Big Baller Brand. I've always given him props, and for having a black-owned business, I support it 100%. All right? But because of the fact that your ultimate sales pitch of you hyping up your son Lonzo Ball, and Lonzo Ball right now is now panning out to be what you hyped him up to be, it's nobody's fault but ours that we bought into the hype. You see, you have to buy into something in order for you to strike interest. You can talk a good game about, whatever you want to sell. Let's just say car salesman. You can hype up about a car all you want. It has the latest features, whatever the case may be. It's up to that buyer to have an interest in that particular vehicle, or buyers, right, to have an interest in that particular vehicle, which creates the hype, supply and demand. LaVar Ball was able to do that. He was able to grasp the attention of basically the dominant white society in the mainstream media, and he has their attention 110%. So now it's to a point where people, the mainstream media is now, and the Lakers are now trying to say, you know what, LaVar needs to chill. We need to put a muzzle on him. And so for right now, the Lakers are enforcing a LaVar Ball rule where mainstream media is not allowed to be in the area of the friends and family designated area. So mainstream media can go over to where LaVar Ball sits to do interviews. So according to this article from ESPN.com, I'll read a little bit of it. It says, in what many employees at Staples Center view as the LaVar Ball rule, this season, the Los Angeles Lakers are enforcing a policy that no longer allows members of the media to congregate in a section of the arena among family and associates of players after games. Family, friends, and agents wait for players in the seats behind the basketball closest to the visiting team's locker room at the end of the games. Interviews conducted in that designated area and near the tunnel leading to the arena corridors are now forbidden. All right. And it goes on to say, quote, "It's not a new policy. It's an existing policy," a team spokesperson told ESPN. "There has been more media presence in that area than before. That section is strictly for family and guests of players and its privacy concern." So this is the start or the beginning of the media whiteout for LaVar Ball. And This is coming directly from the Lakers. Not even the NBA, but the Lakers are whiteballing LaVar Ball. You know, listen, I can understand people are just tired of hearing about LaVar Ball, and again, it's nobody's fault but ours. We bought into that hype. We bought into what LaVar Ball was selling. You know, and as I said, right now, his son is not delivering. His son is not to be as advertised from LaVar Ball. He is still heavily pitching and promoting Big Baller Brand, which I do support. Big Baller Brand, regardless of how you feel about him reselling or selling his products, he can sell his products as far as his pricing however he chooses. All right. And my Big Baller Brand shoes should be here sometime this week. I believe either Thursday or Friday, and I'll do a separate video regarding once I get the shoes in hand. But outside of that, like I said, we bought into the we bought into the hype. You know, we bought into the hype. You know, if people are tired of LaVar Ball speaking, the media, the white owned and controlled mainstream media, needs to stop covering LaVar Ball. And so the Lakers enforced the rule, or reinforced the rule, to ensure that media is not around the section of the Los Angeles Lakers family and friends section. They're not allowed to interview him in that area, and he's not allowed to have any courtside interviews at all. All right. So I think this is a good thing, man. To be honest with you, I think it's a good thing. I really don't want to hear about. I want to hear more about Lonzo. I don't want to hear more. I don't want to hear about LaVar Ball talking about his son Lonzo. Okay, when he's there to show up for and show up for the Lakers games, he's there in support of his son. Of course, I get that. I do the same thing. I have 3 sons myself. I get that. But when you're talking about the Lakers don't know how to coach your son, and you know, yada yada yada, just stuff like that. Again, you're putting a microphone and a camera in front of this guy's face. He's going to talk. You're there to cover what he has to say. Now imagine him talking to himself. Nobody's going to hear what he has to say but himself, which means you're not going to know what he's talking about because he's not being covered. So that's the whole point. Media whiteout. Because mainstream media is owned and controlled by the dominant white society. All right. But like I said, I think this is a good thing. I want to hear more about Lonzo Ball, you know, what he's going to do to improve. I've already did a video about Lonzo's going to continue to struggle until he does X, Y, and Z. Not focusing on promoting Big Baller Brand, focusing on bettering his game. Okay? Because right now his shot is nowhere to be found. He's looking worse than Jason Kidd debut right now. And, you know, the hype around Lonzo was created by LaVar Ball, so therefore he's judged on a different scale than any other player that's come out of the first round draft. Not even LeBron James was judged on a game by game, quarter by quarter, micro level the way Lonzo Ball is. He is judged on such a micro scale. Like, people are judging this guy how he dribbles down the court, his eye contact, you know, the way he's breathing. It is so much judged on a micro scale, it's not even funny. Again, it's because of the hype that LaVar Ball created for his son. He is judged on a game-by-game basis, unlike any other player. But again, this was done and created by LaVar Ball. So, but again, I think this is a good thing that he's being white-balled from the mainstream media. Because again, I want to hear more about Lonzo Ball and what he can do to improve. I don't wish this guy to fail. I want him to succeed. But right now, he's not playing well. He's struggling, trying to find his identity. And, the Lakers, the Lakers are my team. We're looking for a leader. We're looking for somebody to carry the team. We're looking for that go-to guy. The Lakers want Lonzo to be that guy, but he's just not ready. He's not ready this season. He's not. And Lonzo does not know how to deal with it this season. So we're a very young team. We're a very young team. And the way it is looking at right now, our record as it stands, it looks like we're going to probably more than likely, I would say it'll be great to win at least 30 games, but it's looking like it's not. We're probably going to be winning about 25 to 28 games this season, to be honest with you, the way that we're playing, because we're playing so inconsistent. We're trying to find our identity, and we're a young team. So, it is what it is. But anyway, family, those are my thoughts on that. Leave your comments down below about LaVar Ball being white, bald, or the media is white balling LaVar Ball from any interviews, and this is coming from the Lakers. Let me know your comments down below in the comment section, family. All right, until next time, Chauncey, a.k.a. the Black Separatist, signing out. Peace.